Hey guys, what's going on? Paul here. Welcome back to another Cardano video, and what a few days it has been for Cardano and the price of ADA. I'm sure most people are aware of the biggest reason behind the massive pump in the last 24 hours with Charles back and the live stream that he done. I'm going to touch on the few most important points out of that in this one. I'll leave links to it down below and a few clips that I took out of it myself. If you get value, please do share it out, give the video a like, comment questions or anything in the comment section below, and I'll try and incorporate them into the next few videos. Let's jump into it. Okay, so overall things have been very good for the crypto industry in the last week, the last 2 weeks, probably with the elections, with Donald Trump getting in. We talked about this a little bit on Friday and the impact that he has had, or I suppose him getting elected, and what people are expecting now. That, and it's not even expecting that he will just keep pumping crypto up and up all the time. It's that he will be fair in terms of looking at getting proper policy in place, even with Vance as his vice president. There's a lot of people there that are interested in crypto. RFK, who is part of the administration too, has a big interest in crypto, has been involved in Bitcoin for years, even done a fireside chat at Rare Evo with Charles. That was back in August of this year. So there was already speculation about the links that Charles would have. He mentioned it a little bit in the live stream that he done. And when you look at, we look at the chart, or we look at the coin market cap here, you can see Bitcoin was nearly at 80k this morning. I don't think we just quite hit it, but even at that, we're up 17% for the week. If you go down here to number 9, you see ADA, Cardano, sitting at 60 cents at the minute. Crazy to see where it has gone in the last few days, up 81% for the week. I think this even hit 65 cents this morning. The volatility at the minute is crazy. You can see down 3.77% in the last hour. But in terms of the last week, we're up 81%, which is just incredible to see. And for anyone who has been holding through, I would say, very difficult times over the last while, then congratulations if you have held to this point. We'll get on to native assets in a few minutes too. But the biggest things behind this are obviously Charles's live stream, which I mentioned. So I will leave a link to this one down below, and I'll also leave a link to this clip. I took this clip last night when I seen it. I took out this clip, which I thought was one of the most important parts for me anyway, was where he started talking about policy. So he wasn't in Washington talking to the administration or anything like that the last few days. He was away on a retreat. And even watching the video, the live stream, it does seem like a refreshed Charles, bringing back to where he was probably 2 years ago, ready to really get into things, ready to kind of not get involved in the, I suppose, the over and back that can happen on social media, and just fighting back at the smallest little comments and get involved in things that really don't mean much in the bigger picture. He started off the video, which I think shows the kind of mindset of where he is now, apologizing to the Bitcoin community, talking about what an important role Bitcoin plays, apologizing to the XRP community, to I think Solana as well, and a few others, and really trying to build bridges there, because the possibility there now for crypto as a whole to move forward is massive. And obviously for Cardano, if Charles does get in as one of the crypto advisors for the administration, that would be massive for Cardano. We know when he spoke in front of Congress last year, I think it was, he didn't put the focus on Cardano at that time. He done it for the cryptocurrency, I suppose, ecosystem as a whole, and he didn't just concentrate on Cardano, which I think is the way that it should be done, is that you want to push the industry forward as a whole. But look, obviously for Cardano and for ADA, which a lot of us do care about, is that there will be a very positive impact on that. So in the clip here, which I will play at the very end of my video here, is he talks about how 2025 is going to be very busy, where he'll be working with lawmakers, members of the administration around crypto policy. And he will be setting up a group within IO, which is his own company, to look at policies, to try and really push forward with policies that are good for crypto as a whole. He does mention in other parts that he touches on his links with certain people in the administration, and they're hoping to work closely with them. He doesn't come out and say that he's going to be the crypto advisor or on any board set up by the administration. There's a lot of people have already said, oh yeah, that's what he's going to be. I don't think anything like that is confirmed yet. There's definitely possibilities for that with the connections he has. But even when you look at that, IO is a US based company. Trump is all about US companies making America great again. So if he sees companies that are built in America, that are based in America, I think he's definitely going to be leaning towards them when he is looking to bring people in to work on the policy. So overall, I think it's great for the crypto industry and great for Cardano. If we look at native assets, which some people, actually this is one more as well on the policy, Gary Gensler. So obviously, President Trump said that he will fire Gary Gensler on day one in one of his speeches at a Bitcoin conference earlier this year. And it does say now that, or there's rumors going around now that Gary Gensler is going to retire by the end of the year. He's expected to give his resignation. He doesn't want to actually be fired. And this here was another really good clip. I'll actually share it on my Twitter after this, and I'll leave a link to it down below. Was JD Vance talking about the type of person that Gary is, and that they don't want that type of person in there because he doesn't give cryptos a fair chance. Talks a bit about that Gary looks at cryptos that have utility and tries to put them off as securities, where if one doesn't have a utility, he nearly just ignores them, which shouldn't be the way that things are. The ones that have utility are the ones that are actually trying to do something good. So they're the ones that need to be given a fair chance, and putting a good policy in place the projects can work towards is the big first step in that. So just when we look at native assets, I did see some panic with people going on about that native assets are down so far. So this is on Fetch, the DEX aggregator that I'm a part of. We just have this for a visualization to be able to go in quickly and see what's going on. So obviously against ADA, so these prices here are all against ADA. So it just shows you visually the difference in, you can do the last day, hour, or 7 days. And right now, yes, there's a lot of red against ADA. But when you actually look at these in terms of USD, so if we look over here on Tap Tools, you can see against USD, they're all well up, like really, really well up in the last 24 hours. Again, if you look at ADA here, you can see they are suffering a bit, but this is just the way that the markets work. Touched on this on Friday as well, is that normally funds come in at the top level. So for crypto, a lot of funds come in first into Bitcoin, then they flow down into layer ones and other big chains, and then it starts to flow into them ecosystems. So when the price of ADA does start to cool off, people are looking where the funds will go. Some will go to other ecosystems, but you can be sure that some of that is going to go to projects within the Cardano ecosystem too. So that's when you'll start to see the price of tokens here starting to gain against ADA. Be careful jumping over and back too quickly, because you could jump out of the tokens just before it's their turn to go. But that's really it for today. I'll try and do more this week. I'm away for a few days. I'll still be online I have a few videos, a few interviews recorded that will come out over the week. But let me know down below what you guys would like to see on the channel in this type of a market, because it's definitely a more exciting time to be involved in crypto within Cardano as well, with everything that's going on with Bitcoin and Bitcoin OS, what they're bringing to the table. There's a lot of good things in play right now. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great weekend. Do share it out. Let people know what's going on. Subscribe if you're new. Give it a like, and I'll talk to you soon.
Second, a large part of my time in 2025 will also be devoted to the political process. I'm going to be spending quite a bit of time working with lawmakers in Washington, D.C., and quite a bit of time working with members of the administration to help foster and facilitate with other key leaders in industry the crypto policy. We have to do this, and we have to get it done. There's a very high probability that the Republicans will control not only the Senate and the presidency, but also the Congress, the House. And in the process of doing so, this is the best opportunity we have ever had in the history of the industry to get clarity for our industry and remove the sort of Damocles that the SEC has reigned over the Cardano ecosystem, Ripple ecosystem, the Ethereum ecosystem, reigned over Solana, reigned over all the major ecosystems, and actually including Bitcoin in many respects, despite the ETF approvals. None of us signed up to have companies like BlackRock dictate to the United States what the crypto policy should be. The crypto policy should be written by the American people, the American crypto industry, and by well-meaning lawmakers who are willing to take the time to listen.